Hello and welcome back to 101 Sports. I'm joined by our NFL experts Ryan Meisinger and John Roddy to discuss some football. Patriots star tight end Rob Gronkowski returned to action this past weekend. Ryan, how productive will he be throughout the rest of the year?
I think his productivity can't even be charted. I think he's going to be absolutely amazing. I think it's been great to see the Patriots faulting like they have been. It's been weird to see Tom Brady sort of uncomfortable. But when you put a 6'6", 260-pound receiver into the mix, someone who has position flexibility, they can play the tight end, they can play wide receiver, he creates massive mismatches for defense.
Yeah, I agree. I think that with Danny Amendola consistently being injured the way he is, not really having any receiving options other than Tompkins, Gronkowski really offers Brady that go-to option when they're in the red zone, down by a touchdown. They need a score, they need a first down. He really offers that protection.
And I think just besides Gronkowski, I think just maybe an issue with the Patriots this year, Tom Brady's been the most inconsistent we've seen him with a 55.4 completion percent. I mean, that's the lowest he's ever had. Yeah. Their offensive line, that's been plagued. The Jets, I don't know how many sacks they had this weekend, but they were getting pressure on him. And when you get pressure on Brady, that's like getting pressure on anyone who relies on being a pocket quarterback. It really disrupts the offense. So hopefully Gronkowski can help. I think he will, but I don't know if Patriots will still be able to thrive.
Yeah, guys, I agree with both of you. Gronk is one of the best tight ends in the league, and the Patriots wide receivers are young. I think he'll be very productive. So speaking of productive players, Peyton Manning played his first game in Indianapolis as an opposing player Sunday night. Given what you've seen so far since Manning left the Mile High City, John, do you think the Colts made the right decision in letting him walk?
I think they made the completely wrong decision in drafting Andrew Luck and letting Peyton Manning go. From what I've seen so far, Peyton Manning has completely exceeded expectations coming back from his neck surgery. He has been on an MVP level for the past 2 seasons. No one expected him to come out the way he did this season. And Luck's just been, he's just been a good rookie quarterback. He
hasn't just been good, though. He's been phenomenal. He had an okay rookie season. He threw a bunch of interceptions. He had 10 fumbles last year. But I don't think you can make the statement that Peyton Manning's been great in the short term, and he's been a lot better than people expected.
But if you're trying to win now and trying to win Super Bowls, which is the most important thing in the NFL, you're going to want the guy who's going to give you the best chance to win the Super Bowl.
Where are you a couple of years down the line?
But where are you going to be when you don't have a Super Bowl and you're stuck with Andrew Luck? You have Peyton Manning.
You're not going to be stuck with Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is one of the most phenomenal prospects we've seen.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything yet. He had the second most interceptions in the NFL last year behind Mark Sanchez, okay? He's been very inconsistent this year.
We've seen rookie quarterbacks it's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, but
running from college to an NFL offense, that's a tough thing. And Luck performed amazing. His yards, touchdowns, he threw a bunch of interceptions. Turnovers, that's just going to happen. But over the years, his ceiling is sky high.
The key is that Peyton Manning, though, is giving the Broncos legitimate shots to win the Super Bowl this year, next year,
Peyton
even last year.
Time with the Colts was done. That's past.
I know, but if you're going to win
that's just dwelling on that.
You can't dwell on something if it's giving you a chance to win the Super Bowl. He is on a Super Bowl
You're saying it like
team.
Luck doesn't give the Colts a chance.
He doesn't, not right now. He's just not consistent.
I disagree.
Guys, I think they made the right decision to go younger and go with Andrew Luck. He was dubbed as one of the best quarterbacks coming out of Stanford. I agree with you. Elsewhere in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs are off to an impressive start as they are the only undefeated team left in the NFL. Ryan, how legitimate are these Chiefs?
They're legitimate. I don't know if they're that legitimate.
Okay.
These Kansas City Chiefs remind me a lot of the 2009 Jets, a very defensive-minded team who would crush teams on defense.
They are
and then they were
defensively.
plagued by Mark Sanchez, who would just throw interceptions. Mark Sanchez, Alex Smith, are they really that different? I don't think so. Yeah, Alex Smith's better.
Well,
but
interesting.
I think Alex Smith's a lot less prone to turning the ball over than Mark Sanchez was. But I think for this Chiefs team, the reason why I wouldn't give them the title of a contender, Super Bowl contender, is because he doesn't do enough to create for the offense. They just barely beat a bad Houston team 17-16 at home, of all places. They could have at least put up a bigger fight. They lost, or they didn't lose. They barely beaten average at best opponents.
They've played poor teams. They've played poor teams, and they haven't been beating them by much. Their offense ranks 12th in the NFL with 24.1 points per game. That's not terrible. But to be, if we're talking Super Bowl here or a late playoff run, I think that the Chiefs' defense can get them so far. But with the way that the league is going, pass heavy, what pass options do they have? They have Dwayne Bowe.
I think now in the NFL, the way the passing has started to come more into the league. You have to have a prolific quarterback to win a Super Bowl. I mean, look at the past couple
agree.
Super Bowls.
Yeah,
You
I
got
agree
Drew
with
Brees,
that.
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, to name a few, who have won some of the Super Bowls. I mean, even though Flacco isn't prolific right now, he was prolific in last year's playoffs.
It's a really matter of the time changing. Defense is just, I mean, they used to say defense wins Super Bowls. Does it really anymore though?
No.
I don't know if we've seen a team with a tremendous defense
Yeah.
that's led a team to a championship in a long time now.
Yeah.
Guys, I think the Chiefs are certainly legitimate contenders. They lead the NFL with a plus 11 turnover margin
right.
differential. That's incredible. I think if they keep doing what they're doing, they certainly are legitimate contenders. That's all we have time for on this block. Coming up next, Rajat Agrawal will join our NBA experts to talk some basketball.